What's up, everybody? You're watching B-Boy 45, the Hospital Zone TV and radio station. It's a wonderful Friday morning, and I'm going to tell you why, because we get to talk to awesome people, including our friend Maya. Maya, are you there with me?
Yeah.
Yes, you are! Woohoo! And Maya, why is Friday so good today? Why is it?
Because Josh Bogert is calling in.
Because Josh Bogert's calling in! Oh my gosh! That is amazing and awesome. And I didn't even comment on this yet. Really fast, last thing I'll say, love the hat. Such a good hat. Los Angeles, that's amazing. Good job. All right, only thing I'd make it better is if you had like an In-N-Out shirt. But anyway, I throw it to you, my friend. Take it away, Maya.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for calling in. I'm so excited to be talking to you right now.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I'm super excited.
So my first question for you is, who or what inspired you to start acting?
Acting is it's a good story. I started out in music, and I was singing and playing shows and things, and taking voice lessons. And my voice teacher at the time had a student that she had taught a few years ago, and she was trying to become an agent for acting, to work with actors to get them on shows, and so and commercials and things like that. So she didn't have any clients, and she was looking for somebody to represent. And she figured, oh, well, sometimes commercials will want people who can play instruments. And so I thought, okay, this is a great idea. And then my fourth audition was for Backstage, which is the TV show that I was a lead on Family Channel. So and it was a musical role, which was perfect for me. But yeah, that was really what kind of got me into the acting industry. And then after that, it was just like the people on set and everything. It was so fun, and it was so cool to see everybody and how they, worked as actors, as well as everyone else on set, the crew as well. So that inspired me to keep going with it and take training and yeah.
Oh, cool. So who or what inspired you to start singing?
I mean, I was in music from like when I was a baby. My mom would go to these kind of just like baby classes where we would sing and make music. And then my brother and I started classical violin lessons when I was 4 years old. And then I just always sang for fun. And when I was around 9 or 10, I figured, hey, like I really enjoy this. I should start taking lessons and kind of taking it seriously and actually training properly for it. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into that. And I always loved music, listening to I grew up on country radio. So just Brad Paisley and the Zac Brown Band and all these amazing artists. I just figured that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So who's your favorite singer or band?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's always changing, because I'm inspired by so many different artists. But currently I'm listening to a lot of Zed. His new song Funny is just so good. And I did a cover of it recently on my Instagram and YouTube. That's kind of my favorite song right now. But yeah, just inspired by, some classic favorites of mine are Ed Sheeran and Michael Bublé. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Is there somebody that you hope to collaborate with in the future?
Absolutely. I have a lot of collaborations coming out soon. In the next few months. So that'll be fun. But in terms of like big artists, I would just even love to write with like Ed Sheeran or Lauv or John Bellion or JP Sachs, Julia Michaels. Those guys are like just so incredible at writing lyrics. So even just a chance to write a song with them would be amazing. And also obviously to actually record something too. But yeah.
Oh, cool. So you've released your self-titled EP and your album Perspectives. What's your songwriting process like?
Yeah, so it depends. There's a few different ways that I'll come around a song. Most of the time I like to co-write. So when there's no pandemic, I'll travel to Toronto or to LA and get together with other artists and just write music. Obviously that's more difficult now, but we're able to do it over Skype or FaceTime or Zoom. Just on video chat. So that's good. But oftentimes, yeah, I'll co-write. So I'll set up a session with another artist or several writers, and we'll just start coming up with ideas. And sometimes it's, the beat comes first. Sometimes a lyrical idea comes first. Sometimes just a guitar line or something that we start with. But whatever kind of happens naturally. And then we go from there. If it's a musical element, we go, how does that make us feel? And then we'll write around that. Or if there's something that's happened recently to me that I want to write about, I'll bring that into the session. That being said, sometimes it's something that's happened to me and I just want to sit down by myself and write about it. And some of my favorite songs have happened that way. Vibrations, I wrote on my own. Misfit, I wrote on my own. Those two are on my Perspectives EP. Yeah, it's just kind of like sometimes I'll just want to write by myself. It's very therapeutic for when I'm either feeling down or feeling really good about something, just to get it down in a song. So yeah.
Oh, cool. So you played Miles in Backstage, and I was obsessed with that show. What was your favorite part about being on that show?
Yeah, absolutely. It was an incredible experience, something that, a lot of people dream of doing. So I feel very lucky to have had that opportunity. It was, I think my favorite part was just the friendships that I made with the cast and the crew on that set, because we would film for kind of 2 months straight every day. And we were all together kind of working on one project, and it creates kind of lifelong relationships that I think are super valuable. And I would have to say that that's my favorite part.
Oh, cool. Could you relate to Miles in any way?
Absolutely. I think Miles and I had a lot of similarities, just, playing lots of instruments and just that love for music. Definitely super relatable for me. Yeah, I would say that's kind of the main thing, is just that passion and that love for music.
Oh, cool. Do you have any upcoming acting projects?
Not at the moment. I'm still auditioning, but unfortunately auditions are pretty slow through the pandemic. But it's still definitely a door that's open. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you do 100 auditions and one maybe sticks, kind of thing. So that's just the acting business. It's the way it is. So yeah, I'm still auditioning. Things are a little slow, but definitely looking forward to the future stuff.
Oh, cool. So I love your song Misfit. What inspired you to write such a powerful song?
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, that you like that song, because that song's very, very personal to me. I wrote it in a time where I was feeling pretty alone. I just graduated from high school, and I'd lost touch with, people that I knew. I wouldn't necessarily, I just kind of lost touch with a lot of people, and I was feeling pretty alone. And it was a little bit naive of me, because I realized that I had my family, which have been it's my best friends, right? So I was just going through a rough time, and I felt really misunderstood in a lot of ways. And so that's kind of how that song came about. But since then, I've actually, realized and been able to become aware of how lucky I am to have such an awesome family and some really great friends that have come into my life since then. And yeah, it's definitely, it's going in a positive direction. So.
Oh, cool. Will you be releasing more music anytime soon?
Absolutely. I've got a couple collaborations that should come out in the next few months, I'm hoping. Sometimes, it's tricky when these songs are getting signed to different labels and I'm collaborating with other artists. When I do features, especially, it's kind of in the hands of when their plan and when they want to release. But definitely stuff is coming out soon. I've got some songs that are ready to go, and I'm working on a full length album, which should come out in the new year. So probably singles leading up to that before the new year, hopefully. If not, most likely starting in January at the latest. So definitely lots and lots and lots of new music coming out, especially because that's all I've really been able to do recently is sit in the studio and make music. So yeah, lots of new stuff coming soon.
Oh, cool. So is there a certain line from a song or a book that has always stuck with you or inspires you?
That's an interesting question. I don't know if there's so many songs that have kind of inspired me in ways, and I feel like I've learned so much from music. And that's part of why I make music is I feel that for me, it's helped me understand my emotions and help me learn about myself. And I want to be able to help other people have that as well. And so, yeah, I can't necessarily think of anything specific off the top of my head, but definitely I do feel that music has helped me learn about myself in general. Even if it's instrumental music that's without lyrics, sometimes just the act of listening to a song has definitely helped ground me through my whole life. So yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was actually a little while ago, just when all this stuff kind of started happening in the world. Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were like, we're just like talking to our families and everything. I was like, I don't always know how to put everything into words, but I'm not musical, but I love writing songs. And so that's I was telling them that's how I know how to express everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't always know what to say or anything, but writing it down, I can do that.
Absolutely. I can definitely relate to that. For sure. 100%. Sometimes I just feel like I have to write a song to be able to really communicate what I want to put across. Right.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of new music that has come out this year. Is there a song that you're currently obsessed with?
Well, like I said earlier, the new Zed song, Funny, Zed and Jasmine Thompson. I found that song really interesting because all the promo leading up to it, I thought it was going to be a funny song because the title was called Funny and there was no kind of lyrical content that Zed had posted or anything. I follow him on Instagram. He had just posted this tiny little sneak peek of it, and it really didn't give you an idea of the story of the song. And then when it came out and it was so deep and meaningful and almost sad in a way, I felt that irony was so cool. And also it just sounds like an amazing production. It's a fun song to listen to as well at the same time. So there's just so much irony going on. I love that song. Another one, I feel like it came out the end of last year. It was called Good Things Fall Apart by John Bellion and Illenium. And it's one of my favorite songs ever, I think. So yeah, I would say that's my two answers for that question. But yeah, definitely some favorites there.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So what do you like to do in your spare time?
All sorts of things. I love hiking. I live in British Columbia, Canada. So it's just lots of great outdoor stuff when the weather's nice. Hiking is the main thing. Skiing. I love working out. I do CrossFit. So that's another passion of mine is fitness and yeah, making music and just hanging out with friends, TV. You know, just been a little bit more Netflix recently as well. Yeah, but yeah, watching movies and things like that. But yeah, and I love food. I love just like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been going out a lot for food, but just like ordering in and making food at home. It's another kind of interest of mine is food. So all that stuff.
Cool. Yeah. So, how have you been passing time during quarantine? Have you discovered any new hobbies or talents?
Yeah, a lot of, I mean, most of it has been music, just working on new stuff, working on scenes as well, like just acting for fun, just like picking a scene from something, taping it. I just did one from Grey's Anatomy a couple days ago. So that was a lot of fun and yeah, just like, I don't know, hanging out. Yeah, a lot of music for sure. There was something else that I was thinking of, but I can't remember. But yeah, honestly, I mean, it's been tricky keeping myself busy with work. That's what I was gonna say as well. Like, I'm not only working on my own music, but I've been mixing. Like, I just mixed an album for a band called Via Barcelonia. So they're releasing that stuff now. But yeah, I mixed and mastered the entire album for them. And doing stuff for some other artists to keep me busy as well. Yeah, that's basically it.
Oh, cool. So is there a show that you're currently binge watching?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I realized that there was another season that I hadn't watched. So I'm definitely watching that. I love that show. It's hilarious. Andy Samberg's a genius. And yeah, that's mainly it. I was watching, my girlfriend had never seen Star Wars. So we watched all 9 episodes of Star Wars as well. It's my favorite franchise ever, like my favorite movies since I was a little kid, and she'd never seen them. So we watched all the episodes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I know since the new streaming service Peacock came out, we've been, my family and I, there have been so many shows we've been watching, and then I've just been watching, like we're binge watching Frasier right now.
Oh, yeah.
And then a show called Royal Pains, which when it was on, I was obsessed with. And so we're re-watching that now. Yeah. And then like Psych and Parenthood and all of those shows. Yeah. So.
I haven't heard of that streaming service. I wonder if it's available in Canada.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know.
I'll have to look into it. But yeah, thanks for mentioning that.
Yeah. So my last question for you is, who do you consider to be a real life superhero and why?
I think my real life superhero is my mom. She's just always been there for me through everything. And I mean, like, the industry that I'm in is tough because there's a lot of rejection and sometimes it feels like there's like nobody is there to like support you and stuff. But my mom has always been there for me and always been understanding of like that this is what I want to do. And she's done everything in her power to make it work as well as she can help. So yeah, I would say my mom for sure. And she's just done such a great job in like, making sure that I'm a good person and that I don't, take too much for granted. So yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. My mom and my sister are definitely my superheroes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I had so much fun talking to you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was a really good time. So thank you.
Yeah, Josh. Awesome, man. Good to talk to you today. And hey, continue good luck with your music. I always tell Maya, she's lucky I don't constantly jump in on her interviews because I would just make these things way too long. And your studio looks awesome. And I want to know all about that.
You.
So we'll have to talk to you again sometime about that. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right on. Well, Maya, good job. And Josh, thanks for joining us today. We hope we get to talk to you again another time.
Thank you so much.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.